that are not a lot. I have several friends that are Mormon and some that are very practicing Mormon.
Sure.
One of the things that I've always admired about the Mormon church is they take care of their own. They definitely take care, and they take care of others too. I think if you see it as a tithe, them taking care of Catholic families, they're the biggest tithe of the Catholic Church in the world. So, but here's the deal: you go to the church, you say, "I'm having some hard time. I can't pay my bills. I can't do." You know what they do? They audit you. They don't do it like a bad way, like a Gestapo kind of way. They just say, "Okay, let's go over your finances. Let's talk about what we need to do." They look and they say, "Okay, now here's where you need to cut. Here's where you need to cut. Here's where you need to cut. We're going to give you this. We're going to pay this, and this, and you're going to be back on your feet in no time." That's the way. That is the way.
Tell you what, you're right on the money there with the Mormons. I have deep connections with the Mormons. I have a couple of dear friends up in Seattle who are bishops. And they're, believe it or not, met them in the car business, finance guys in the car business. Mormons are very, very responsible and very entrepreneurial. And
you mean they're not taking a paycheck from the church?
Oh my God!
See,
one
of the cool things about the Mormon church is that it's all volunteer. There's no six-figure salaries in the church in their world.
We could do a whole show on this. They're property owners. I think they're like one of the biggest property owners in Florida or something. They're
one of the biggest landowners in the nation for sure.
But the thing about them, and this is true through so many other cultures. You see this with the Amish. You see this elsewhere. Is again, we never needed governments as a civilization. We were tribal. We took care of ourselves as a group of individuals. Teaming up together, no government, no taxes, whatever. And I think we're seeing, and we see that, as I say, even within the people I know within awesome religions, a lot of just faith-based people that do exactly what you're saying, Mike. They take care of each other during tough times. They rally to the cause, but you can't be no 2, 3, 4 year couch surfer with them.
Correct.
You got to get back to work.
Yes, I actually lived my last house in Huntington Beach. My neighbors was 6 surfers. They were all just living off the government, and that's just all they did.
Those overachievers, those SoCal surfers, boy, they were overachievers, weren't they?
By the way, you brought up the Amish. Did you know the Amish loophole? I was a couple years ago. I was talking to some kids at Amish, and I was like, "There's no way you guys built that with wood hammers and all this nonsense. You didn't." They said, "No, we didn't." I said, well, what'd you use? They go, so we have power tools. I said, you're not allowed to have power tools if you're Amish. He goes, only if we borrow them. I swear, I'm like, that's the loophole. That is the loophole. If we borrow them, we're good. We don't own them. I'm like, that's pretty.
See, that's working the system. Oh my boy, I tease my LDS buddies up in Seattle seriously for stuff like that. No, I work the system as long as it's for the good of God. In the end, as long as it's for the right outcome. I will tell you, I joke seriously with my Mormon friends, and I've joked about this with Mark and Janelle Lamb because they're LDS, right? A lot of people don't know that they're Mormons, and I just say, you guys amaze me. Yeah, the Mormon guys I work with in the car business, dude. I said, you guys amaze me. You're like Superman. You get up at like 3:30 in the morning. You're like out helping your neighbor build a house before breakfast. Then you have breakfast. Then you go to work for 14 hours a day. And then you come back from work and you go take the kids down to the mall face painting. You guys are amazing. You're Superman. Seriously.
You don't watch football on